Hello everyone, welcome back. Now we are going to see a few functions here. Uh, I'll write the MDX query. Select on column. Yeah, we'll go with this for time being. From whatever the cube I have, I'll drag and drop the adventure box. I'm good. Now what I'll do, if I drag and drop the measures, so you will have the measures. What are the measures you do? You can drag and drop. So I'll have the measures, and then what I'm going to do, I'll have the measures dot members. When I do the measures dot members, what will happen? Whatever the values I got under the measures, I got some under the internet customers, some under the orders, I have some under the internet sales. Okay, if I do that, I'll get all the measures now. What are the measures I have under this? I'll get all the measures when I do the members. But one thing you have to remember, in the internet sales, if I see, you can see the difference. For some you can see a different symbol, and for some you can see a different symbol. So the above one is nothing but it's a calculated measure, and the below one is a default measure that you are getting from the cube. So when you use members, you will not be getting the calculated members like this one. If you see the internet average unit price, if I execute this, I will not be able to see that internet average unit price. Internet average unit price, no, I could not see that. But if I give all members, then I'll be seeing the internet average unit price. If you see at the end somewhere, you will be seeing that internet, yeah, internet average unit price. Yeah, you can see that calculated measure here. That's when you use all members, so you will be able to see the calculated measures too, calculated measure or calculated members. But if you don't use that all members, if you only use the members, you are going to see only the values which you get directly from the cube. That's it. You will not be able to see the calculated ones here. And then next what we are going to see is, we'll use one measure only. We'll use only one measure, that is nothing but the sales one, inter sales amount. And now on columns I'll be using product one. I'll use the product, sorry. I'll go to the product. I'll use the product. This is the one which I'll be using here. Now, when I execute this, now you will be seeing a data. You will also see the data which has a null value. So the disadvantages of the null value is, let's say sometimes you might get a used data when you have the null values, even though if you don't use, but still that null values will be pulled for calculating purpose. So that itself might increase the load, or it might take more time for other calculations. So that's the reason there is a function called non-empty. So when you use a non-empty, all the null values will be removed. Only the values which has the data will be shown. Even though if it is 0, it is nothing but having data, so it will be showing. It will not show the data which where you'll have the null values. That will not be shown here when you use a non-empty. Now what we will do, and now you can see one thing, I have the data here, so far so good. Then next, I have the I have the amount. Here amount is not in the order by way. If I want to sort the amount, what I can do is that I'll do the order, then, and this is a set. Okay, done. Then after that, and this on order you have to pass through two values. That is, one is this, like order needs 3 inputs, or else I'll remove the non-empty. Yeah, order needs 3 inputs. One has the data, and then next, that is the first input. Second input, what is the amount you want to order on. So I want to order on the sales amount. I'll copy the sales amount and paste it here. That one I'll do. And then next third parameter will be what is the order I want. I want the order in the descending order. Done. I'll close this. That is for the order. When I execute this, now see automatically the data has been ordered and I can see all the records here. Okay. So now we'll do one thing. Instead of having the product, we'll take some hierarchy here. Hierarchy, and we'll not do the we'll take the hierarchy. So we'll take the hierarchy for the product category. This is what I do. Done. I got the data. Just I'll keep here side by side so that I will have all the three parameters in a line by line. Done. These are the three parameters I'll be using for the order. Done. Now what I'll do, I'll have one more with from the same category, subcategory, and subcategory. Then I'll execute that. And this is again the sets. Okay. Now I'll execute this again. Now you can see I got the data with the category, and next that all are mixed up. So the category is nothing but I got the data as bikes, that is my category, and then you have the subcategory. Subcategory is nothing but under the bikes you might be having one more. So I'll go to the subcategory. You can see the bike racks. Okay, and one thing is that since we are given the order by, it's just taking all the data and showing up. But one thing you have to remember here, we are able to see the data, it's searching, but the one thing is that still you are getting the null value. Again you are getting the data as here, again you are getting data for the floating. So actually it should be in the descending order. So I should get the larger value and it should be in the descending order, right? But now I can still see some data for the null values. So in order to do that, you have to break the hierarchies, B description. When you do that, then automatically that will be sorted out. Now if you see it, all the null values are shown at the end. That is for the breaking up the hierarchy. So if you do that, whenever you have the hierarchy, even though whenever you are using two hierarchies from the dimension, then the issue is when you do the order by, it will not be breaked up. It will do at the hierarchy level. For each hierarchy, it will do separately the order. But when you use B description, it will break the hierarchy, and then it will consider all the values, and then it does for that. That is the DESE. That way you can even break that hierarchy and sort the data. And we have the data, but one thing we can see is that we can still see the null values. Then what we can do is that we can directly use the NonEmpty here. Bracket open and bracket close. That's it, done. When you use that, automatically the data will be, that null values will be removed from this data set. You'll only get the data. Okay, this is a way how you can sum it, and you can do the order by, and you can do the break that hierarchy by using the B description. And we have seen the NonEmpty. Now we'll see some other like previous member and current member, like next member, previous member, next member, and current member, which are similar like the child and the parent that we have seen in the previous videos. So for that, I'll write a query. Select it's by default on column, comma, on rows from AdventureWorks. Have the AdventureWorks, I'm good. So in the measures, what I'll do is that I'll write the internet sales. I'll go to the sales amount. Done. On the rows, I'll have the period key. I'll go to period is nothing but in the date. I'll go with the sum of the calendar year. That should be good. Calendar year. I'll drag the calendar year 2009. Good. Now see, when I do that, I'll get the data. Okay, I got the data for 2009 is null. I'll see something which has a data 2010 11. Yes, 2011 has a data, and 2010. Yep, 2010 has a data, 2012. Yep, 10 11 12 as a data. So now I'll take the 11. Yeah, I'll take the data as 11. Yep, this should be good. I'll take the data as 11. Now click on this. When I execute this, I'll get the data for 11. Now if I want to get the data for 2010 also, the one thing what I can do, I can just give a comma here, bracket open, and I can give dot previous member, because sorry, I want to get it for the 2010, right? So it is nothing but the previous. So I can give previous member. Yep. When I do that, I'll get the data for 2010 and 2011. This is nothing but the previous member. If I give the next member, then I'll get the data for the 2000. This is 11, right? You get the data for 2012. So the best way to use this is, I'll show you one example, then you'll be clear. I want to get the like products, and then I want to get other one. So what I'll do here, I'll get the products, like I want to display the products here. Then on the top, I want to have the data for 2011 and data for 2011 side by side. That's what I want to have. So what I'll be doing is that I'll copy this as it is. Because this is a set, right? I'll copy this as it is. I'll paste it here. And I'll paste in such a way that so that it will be easy to look. Yeah, this is what I have now, and this is also a set because I am getting from different set and tuples. Now I am good. Okay. Now on the rows, I have to give the rows here. On the rows, I'll give something with the customer data. I'll take the customer. What are the data I add for the customer? I'll just drag and drop it here. Done. Now you will get the data for next member till 2011 and 2012 and the columns. Now you can see you have the data for 2011 and 2012. Then you have the data for all the, like what are the customers you have all the customers. If I keep non-empty, then non-empty will be removed. Done. Okay. So all the non-empty will be removed, and I'll get the data with records which has the amount column. And non-empty means if the both the columns has null, then only it will remove that non-empty. If one is null, one is having the data, so that record will not be removed. Okay, this is a way how you can get the next member and the previous member. And the same thing like parent and child, this is also the same way.